this is why I say symbolism will be the downfall, guys. As you guys can see, this one was released by Joan Bregman on TikTok, and since then it has gone viral, as usual. Did a magnificent job showing the hand signs from these people, and how it actually links back to the Church of Satan. And you don't really need to tell us that, hey, this is what you're doing. Your signs and symbols will tell you. They say actions speak louder than words. But the problem is that many people have substituted the words to the action. We don't really look at what they are doing, we look at what they are saying. That is the mistake I believe 8 billion of us are doing, are making. We're making that mistake often and often. We don't see the signs, we don't see the symbols, we don't read the symbols at all. We see Britney Spears there giving us the symbols that, hey, something is actually going on. She's actually trying to tell us something, but hey, many people are not reading it. She has actually said it herself that she has to stay in the game to actually protect herself and her children. She has said it herself. And many people actually know about the heart guys, but many people don't know about this other guy, the religious sect. We have the 3 forms of the NWO. The 3 big forms is the military, which is the US, the finance, which is the UK, and the religious side, which is the Vatican. But many people don't actually see them for what they really are. The whole church is just a big front. Yeah, the whole church is just a big front. And this time they've actually come out to say it sometimes. They actually show it in their signs, they actually show it in their symbols, which you guys can actually see in this video. Of course, it is crazy, I know that. Do you need to do more research on this? Definitely yes, definitely, because you would continue to see this often and often, over and over, because this won't stop, guys. This won't stop at all. And 2025 will just be more and more crazy. It'll just be more and more crazy, and more signs and symbols will come. But one thing I really need you guys to know is that keep an eye on these people, because whatever they do actually, and whatever they say, they actually control things from behind the scenes. They actually control things big time from behind the scenes. They are very, very powerful group of people. And you guys are just seeing the political side. You guys have not seen the religious side. And these guys, yeah, they are the religious side.
Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, love, salutations, and blessings to the house of David, which is the elect. And I just wanted to touch on the video you just saw. And I'm not going to speak too much of it, as you see the video really speaks for itself. But it's becoming really way more apparent, right? The Lord is searching these devils out, man, and it's becoming clearer and clearer, to the ones who are watching, and even to the ones who are not even in the truth, but they see the wickedness that is behind these institutions, right? And what they deem as being a pious institutions, like the Catholicism. In reality, it's rooted in Satanism, right? It's rooted in worshiping of false gods, right? Worshiping of Satan, because they are what the scriptures speak of, the ones who come after the energy of Satan. So in these latter days, what is the Lord doing? He's having these things all be brought to the forefront, okay? Because we're at the end, all right? And because we're at the end, The Lord is revealing the wicked, as the scripture says, and we'll just get a few scriptures. The Lord is revealing the wicked, and through the revelation, right, of the wicked, right, which means to reveal what comes next, his judgment, the destruction of the wicked. And that is the time that we're living in right now, and this is why you have the prophets that are sounding the alarm, and you have the Lord said he's going to pour the spirit upon all flesh, and you got other individuals that are seeking out some the truth of these matters, right? And this devil, all right, these elites, all right, those spiritual wickedness in high places, they're no longer able to hide behind their sorcery and hide behind their witchcraft. Actually, let me get that first. In the book of Isaiah 47 verse 10, it says, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. You know what? Let's read in NLT. It says, you felt secure in your wickedness. No one sees me, you said, but your wisdom and your knowledge have led you astray. And you said, I am the only one, and there is no other. See, you felt secure in your wickedness because you were able to deceive the nations, as it's written in the book of Revelation, the 20th chapter, when you came out of out of your prison, as the scripture speaks, but really goes into that low state that the Lord put Esau in. After the Roman Empire fell. Okay, and then you had the time of what they call the Dark Ages, which is the time where it was dark, right, for Edomites, right? Because they say it was a Dark Ages because there was no knowledge or truth or science. Nothing was happening. No, that's not the case. There was a lot of actual inventions and a lot of things that are even used to this day that were actually brought forth and created during the so-called Dark Ages. And one of them is the actual what they call the sewage system. You see, but it was a dark age or a dark time for Esau because he was driven up into those Caucasus Mountains. But through a process of time, because that was for about 1,000 years, where you had the Israelites that were ruling in Europe, okay, although they weren't ruling, fully underneath, the spirit of Hamashiach, they still were in the seat of power during that time. But after that 1,000-year period, the so-called Dark Ages and Middle Ages, medieval times, you had the next time period, which was called the Renaissance period, which means the rebirth. And it was the rebirth of what? The rebirth of Esau starting to get back into the rulership or power seat. And it really started through the Roman Catholic Church, through the papacy, which you go into the scriptures, one of those unclean frogs that came out of the dragon's mouth represents the Catholicism, that universal religion that is broad spread out throughout the earth right now, which you have Islam that actually falls under that. But you have the so-called Christianity, you got the Catholicism, you got Protestants, you got Methodists, you got Adventists, all these different denominations they call it, which really the root of it goes back into, as that video just shows, right? It goes back into Satanism. So the fact that they were able to push out this deception, right? Push out this, presentation as they're being, enlightening people and bringing people to the knowledge of God. What they're really truly doing is wickedness. What they're actually doing is sorcery and witchcraft. But it says you felt secure in your wickedness. You said no one sees me, right? And for a time period, no one was seeing you. No one was revealing you. But as the Spirit, right, says, and as the prophecy goes, 2 Thessalonians 2 verse 8, start at 7, it says, for the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And that's the time that we're coming into, right? We're in the time where this devil is about to be taken out of the way. He's about his throne right, is about to be taken from him. So reading on verse 8, it says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Right, let's go into this word revealed. Apocalypto, right? It says to uncover, lay open what has been veiled or covered up. See, it says to disclose or make bare. And the Lord said he was going to make bare. Let's pull that up. He was going to make bare Esau. Right? Which one do I want? Let me get in the book of, what is that? Is that Nahum? So bear with me. Yeah, the book of Nahum, chapter 3, verse 4, it says, because of the multitude of the whoredoms, right? The whoredoms of the well-favored harlot. Now, this is speaking about ancient Nineveh, but we know that America represents modern day Nineveh, right? America is modern day Nineveh. You see, which the ancient Ninevites were into a bunch of debauchery, a bunch of witchcraft, a bunch of immoralities, and that's what America produces and promotes. That is why the folly that is set in great dignity is all centered around over sexualizing things. Entertainment is based off of adultery, sexual immorality, okay? All these things that are to the Heavenly Father evil and impious. This is what gets glorified here in this kingdom underneath Esau, Edom. It says the mistress of witchcrafts that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcrafts, right? Enchanting says she taught them all her magic, enchanting people everywhere. It says, behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. And that is what you got going on right now. This is why you have videos like the one you just seen. Okay, because the Lord is revealing, right, the wicked. And after the revelation, after the making bare of him, what comes next? And he's going to destroy him with the brightness of his coming. And that's what? The return of Yahushua. There's another one. I'm not too sure if this is in here, but for some reason I'm thinking of it. So let's see. Let's see if it's here. Oh, yep. Jeremiah 49 verse 10. It says, but I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. See that? And that is what this video is showing, even amongst, and you got the whole, pedo culture that's in the Catholic Church, right? Which that's been coming out, been a thing. And there was actually information that I came across either earlier this week or last week, where it said that the Vatican is facing, let me actually see if I can pull it up. The Vatican is facing bankruptcy because people are not donating no more. And it's ultimately because the wickedness is being seen, right? Bankrupt. Let's see. It says the Vatican has been facing financial difficulties for several years, including an operating deficit of $87 million in 2023. Right? Let's see what else. And concerns over Vatican inching toward bankruptcy, and this just came out 7 days ago. Right? Let's pull this one. It says the Vatican on the brink of bankruptcy due to dramatic decline in global donations under Pope Francis' leadership. And is once again, this is happening because they are being revealed, right? The world, the truth that has been so long without fruit has been declared, right? The corruption of these institutions that this devil set up, that has been the covering cast over the world, is now being made bare. That's why the Lord just said this. Read that again in Jeremiah 49. It says, but I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. Right, and that's why you got Edomites all over, especially in America, right? But they all feeling, that everybody's coming up against them, right? They don't feel safe, okay? And they're just trying to play the victim, but it's ultimately that spirit of how Cain felt, right? Cain felt that whoever would see or catch him, that they would have put him to death. And it's because ultimately he's a wicked, abominable branch, an abominable seed. But going back to the point is that these things are now being brought to the forefront because there's an inquisition, right, that has been made on Esau. All right. And now he's being scoped, right? Scopeo. He's being scoped out. And it's being found out that everything that he set up as being some type of light, as being some type of godly thing, really is rooted in Satanism, is really rooted in wickedness. Let's, let me go back to Isaiah, then I'll get that. Isaiah chapter 47, verse 12 now. It says, stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. And this is why you had Pope Francis, the other day, open those doors and those portals and doing things that they've never done before. They're trying to stand in these enchantments, right? Using CERN. You see, they're doing all these things because really they're trying to conjure up power on the left-hand side, because their deception is no longer powerful anymore, because the truth destroyed it, right? Their deception, their power was in their deception, but because they're now revealed, because they're now has been made bare, their enchantments are no longer enticing. Okay, it's no longer hypnotizing the masses of people anymore. So it says, stand now with thine enchantments, with the multitude, and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail. And they're not prevailing. All right, because the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is on them, man. Okay, is on them and through the men of the Lord. All right, bringing out these things, and we just regular average men. All right, but the Lord has given us the insight, has given us the Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit, that is able to search out these things. See, and we bring these things out, hazarding our lives, but is ultimately all for the glory of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai anyway. And these devils are adverse to that, and therefore they're now, as it says in the next verse, thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. See, they keep trying to do this. They're seeing the signs in the heavens, right? And then their astrologers is telling them, oh yeah, that's a bad omen. Oh yeah, that's a bad sign. Oh, that doesn't look too good. So now they're at the point where they're saying that they got to come down with great wrath, because they know they got but a short time. The house of David is waxing stronger, while Esau, there's no more wisdom in Teman, right? Their confederacies, the people that they were making leagues with, their leagues are being broken up. There's infighting amongst the house of Esau, right? Satan house divided. Their economy, their money, their systems, their institutions are being bankrupt, and they're no longer having that covering cast over the people. So they're all effed up right now, man. So, and this is a beautiful thing to see. So let's go here to 2 Ezra 6, verse 18. It says, and it said, behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh and to visit them that dwell upon the earth. And that's the times that we're in right now. The Lord, it said that thou shalt be visited of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, with thunder, fire, earthquakes, and tempests. You see that going on, right? The pestilence, the sword, the famine, uproars of the people. It's very clear that the highest Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, is visiting the earth. And the visitation of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, upon this wicked earth, upon Esau's kingdom, isn't going to be something that is nice. It's going to go out violently, right? But before the Lord brings it down completely, he's laying it bare. He's showing the world, he's showing everybody what is really all about. And what is really all about is wickedness. And that's how the Lord brings the judgment. He shows the problem, he shows the evil, and then he destroys it. It says, and will begin to make an inquisition of them, what they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness, and when the affliction of Sion shall be fulfilled. And that's where we're at Lamentations, the 4th chapter, right? It says that the punishment of our iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He shall no longer carry thee away into captivity. But what is he going to do to Esau? Right? He's going to discover thy sins. And that is what you see going on right now. All right. That is what this that little clip is showcasing. Lamentations 4 verse 21. Start at 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee, and thou shalt be drunken, and thou shalt make thyself naked. Yeah, because they got uncomfortable, as we just read. They felt secure in their wickedness. They felt they were careless. So they got drunk. They felt like, oh yeah, we're untouchable. There's nobody else beside me. But yeah, nah. See your internet that you made, right? The fact that you made these laws, right? Your freedom of speech laws and all these things, freedom of expression. So now those things were actually used against you by the men of the Lord, right? Being upstanding, law-abiding citizens, using your own tools that you were thought were going to be to promote yourself and promote your kingdom and promote your wickedness, where in reality, it was the Lord had it to be used for this truth to come out. So now the internet is something that you thought was going to be used, which it has, to spread more of your vileness. But what the Lord really had it designed for was to spread the truth throughout the four corners of the earth. Because remember, the Lord only is looking for a small remnant. And it is clear that that remnant around the four corners of the earth has been awakened. Verse 22, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. And that's where we're at. In the NOT, it says, but Edom, your punishment is just beginning. Soon your many sins will be exposed. And that is happening first through the spirit of the Lord's mouth. Okay? The revealing of you devils. And you're being exposed, your wickedness. Right? Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 8. It says, therefore he that speaketh unrighteous things cannot be hid. See, you try to hide yourself. You try to do these things in the secret and say, who seeth me? But you speaking of unrighteous things, it's not going to be hid forever, man. Yahweh Shah said that what is done in the dark shall come to light. Neither shall vengeance, when it punisheth, pass by him. You're not going to escape. Right? You're not going to just do all of this wickedness, all of this evil, all of this sorcery and witchcraft, all of this boasting against the Most High God Yahweh, right? All of this affliction that you've done to his sons, his children, and you just going to just not get punished. Nah, it's not going to pass by you. Verse 9, for inquisition and investigation, that's what that is. For inquisition shall be made into the counsels of the ungodly, and the sounds of his words shall come unto the Lord for the manifestation of his wicked deeds. So now that the investigation has come into the councils of the ungodly, right? And this is a clip, signifies that, right? You see, this is the Inquisition. He's investigating. What does that mean? And this is what looks to be a so-called Edomite. He's doing the investigation, and he just tied the hand signals to what? The Church of Satan. Okay, and then, like I said, you've seen the clip in the beginning, but this is what is happening. Okay, right before your very eyes. And these devils trying to stand in their enchantments, they're trying to do more and more things to keep the veil over the masses of people. But the Lord got the truth already out, man. It's already exposed, and it's not going back in. The only thing you can do now is hold on to that sword. See, let me get that because I have it pulled up in the GNT. It says, no one who speaks wickedly will escape notice. Sooner or later, he will receive just punishment. And that's the time that we're in. The intentions of the ungodly people will be closely examined. Their words will be reported to the Lord, and when they will get their punishment, and then they will get their punishment that their wickedness deserves. Hey, call Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai for that, man. All right, and especially being able to see this, to be in the truth at this time, right? Because as it says in Sirach, that it's a blessing to live to see the downfall of our enemies. And the Lord is doing that just as he said he would, man. So, I'm going to end it there, Lord willing. This was edifying unto the elect. Hey, keep chanting down Babylon, man. Keep praying for the destruction of Esau, Edom, right? And for the kingdom of heaven to be established, for Yahweh Shah to return and to establish the righteous kingdom on earth, man, as it is in heaven. All right, so with that, call Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash, Shalom.